aiming at the sleep issues, which is a pandemic, a global pandemic, right? So we know that sleep deprivation affects many of the mental health issues as well as many of the chronic issues. So the current gold standard device that you would find in a hospital, this is a picture that I took 10 years ago in University of Colorado where I was a professor in computer science. So the kid was wrapped around with more than 30 sensors and she was asked to sleep normally, right? Just to track accurately the sleep quality. So it's costly, it's inconvenient, and it's required expert to be involved. Now if we look further, the industry have grown over the last 10 years. There's many other devices out there that can try to track sleep. The Oura Ring, a Garmin, an Apple Watch, and also the device that we've seen for tracking sleep, because it can even become smaller and smaller. But all of what it does is that it only tracks. It does not improve. That is what's missing on the market right now. So what we're trying to solve is the sleep problem, but from a completely different angle. We ask the question of, can we really have a scientifically proven solution that can help to improve people's sleep? So my background is in computer science. I started out as a professor in computer science in the University of Colorado in Boulder and at Oxford University in the UK, where most of my students later become professors in the US and also in the UK. But I picked a different route. I dropped a professorship because I believe that with this new technology, we can help people to have a better sleep, better cognitive function. How do we do that? The core of the technology is the ability to improve sleep, making people to sleep faster. We also help them to sleep deeper. And then we wake them up feeling refreshed. And with all of that information, from one night after another, we have a trending information about the sleep, and then from that we coach people. We help them to have a better sleep hygiene, better sleep habit, right? So the core, the very core of our technology is the ability to sense 7 important information from the brain signal, eye signal or EOG, muscle signal, EMG, to head motion, to oxygen level, oxygen saturation, SpO2, the heart rate, and also the breathing sounds and acoustic sounds emitted while you're sleeping. So with those 7 important information, the device have on-device AI and machine learning that make a decision of what to say, what to play, when not to play, what kind of content should it play to help people to improve their sleep, right? So the core of our technologies are the 15 patents globally and internationalized, patent pending from the research that we've done over the last 9 years. So the core here is not only that we can capture these signals really, really well. We all know that EEG signal has been around for 30 or 40 years, right? But how do we capture these signals at such a high fidelity so that it can be useful for AI and machine learning is a core. In addition to that, we have a number of patents on having a speaker, bone conduction speaker right above your ear. Why right above your ear? Why do you need bone conduction speaker? That is a mechanism that we help people to sleep better, because we don't just want to track, we don't just want to monitor, we want to stimulate, we want to help them, right? So the AI and machine learning algorithms, and those are also a set of technology that we own, make use of the sensing capability, the advanced sensing capability that we have, decide on what content, what song, what cognitive behavioral therapy, relaxation therapy, and breath coaching audio should be played that personalized to that very user so that it helps people to sleep faster. Now, let's talk a little bit about the science behind that, because as I said, these are all science-backed. First, it helps people to sleep faster. And then it helps people to sleep deeper. And in the morning, they wake them up slowly from the right time so that they avoid sleep inertia, so that they feel refreshed when they wake up. So the way that it works for sleeping faster is that this is the only device in the world that can detect how sleepy you are in real time. How does it do that? It makes use of the advanced signal that we capture in and then the advanced AI and machine learning. Now it then decide, it start playing different cognitive behavioral therapy, relaxation therapy, and breath coaching content. But the key here is that as it playing those content, it will listen and it will monitor how your body responds to it, how your brain responds to it, how your eyes respond to it, how your muscle respond to it, how your heart rate and the oxygen level respond to that. From that it infer, are you getting sleepier? Are you getting annoyed? Taking me as an example, I'm a piano player as well. So when I hear piano sound, I love piano sound when I awake. But when I start hearing that, my brain gets very active. But it means that the brain frequency getting higher. So now the AI and machine learning will say, aha, this is not the right kind of content for Tam. So it switches to a different content, right? So over just a course of a couple of days, it knows exactly what kind of content is best for me. Now that helps to pick the right kind of content. So no doctor needed at this point, just because it now can pick cognitive behavioral therapy content. Now, cognitive CBT or cognitive behavioral therapy is nothing new, right? It has been used by many hospitals, serving hundreds of millions sleep the patient. It is #1 drug-free solution that recommended by Sleep Foundation in the US for you to help to improve your sleep issue. So I'm sure many of you have heard of that. Remember the counting shift, right? So if you can't fall asleep, 1 shift, 2 shift, 3 shift, and as soon as you fell asleep, now the device stopped. It knows when you fell asleep so that it turned down the music and move on to the second phase, which is even more interesting. So the second phase is helping people to sleep deeper. How do we do that? We create a phenomenal brain resonance effect that by sending out audio content, very short, 50 millisecond audio content that is synchronized with the brain signal at the right time. The core here is that we all know that when you're in deep sleep, it is the phenomenon called slow wave oscillation, or your brain signal falling into the delta frequency, ranging anywhere from 0.5 to 2.5 hertz. What it does here with the device is that once we detect that, we send out the audio signal that in sync with the brain signal, so that it boosts the brain signal a little bit, so that you will have a deeper sleep. Now it's really challenging because this requires one, high level of brain signal capturing, but two, the device needs to be smart enough and fast enough to make a decision of when to send the audio out, when not to send the audio out, so that it can be synchronized with the brain signal, if that makes sense. And this is the only device that can do that. And of course, this can be used in everyday activity. You can use it at home, and you don't need a very complicated device that can be used in a hospital. The third phenomenon that we help to solve is that helping to avoid sleep inertia. Again, I'm sure many of you have experienced sleep inertia where you set up your alarm at 7 and you happen to wake up at 6 and then you're like, I have another hour, I'll go back to sleep. But by the time that you wake up at 7, you feel so tired, even more tired than you were at 6 a.m. That is called sleep inertia. Basically, it means if you are waken up when you are in deep sleep or when you are in REM, you would feel really tired. What we do is that we wake people up slowly because we know exactly what sleep stage they are at the point of alarming, right? So gradually, we wake them up at the right time so they will feel ready to get on the day. Now, we recently published our large-scale research on Nature's scientific report, where we shared that the result of more than 300 subjects on more than 800 sleep sessions. And the accuracy here is that our accuracy is 87.8% compared to the gold standard PSG or polysomnogram device that you would normally find in hospital. Not only that, on average, we help people to sleep faster by 24 minutes, and 86% of these people reported that they have a better sleep, whether it helped them to have a faster sleep or they have feeling more refreshed the day after. Now, currently we have an open platform and a library that allows other third-party companies to come in and use our platform. Other potential application could be elderly care, eating habit monitoring. Because imagine that. So again, the core of our technology is the ability to capture the muscle signal, the eye signal, as well as the oxygen, the EEG signal. combined with oxygen and heart rate, right? So from that, we can enable many other mental wellness issues and mental health applications on top of our platform. Currently, the device is available on Amazon. You can order it on Amazon now. It's called FRENZ Brainband. If you want to try it out, please talk to me after the talk or visit our booth right there in the wearable technology pavilion. So now how can these be used in other applications? One is we already have one of the world's largest pharmaceutical company using our device for drug trial. The key here is that this is a device that can be used in everyday life, right? We can capture this signal extremely well. And as I said, the set of algorithm, the set of patterns that we have is not only just for capturing the brain signal, it is also the muscle signal. Imagine when you're chewing, when you're eating, when you're swallowing, when you're talking. The muscle contraction here get propagated to right above the ear here. And we have a set of sensors here that can capture those muscle signals really, really well. So the pharmaceutical company are using this device to track the efficacy of their drug. We finished the pilot program with them, and the result was extremely well. We have patents after that with them, and then the follow-up contract with them. Another use of these, we currently have a partnership with an edtech company, an educational company using this technology to track, again, very accurately, the focus level of a person who's wearing the device. Imagine you have a person sitting in front of a computer or in front of a Zoom call. Now, with this device, we can track very well whether the person who's taking a course is focusing on the content, right? Now, this is a bone conduction speaker, so they will need to have a headphone anyway, or they would need to listen to the content anyway. So now you imagine in Korea or in many of the in Asian countries where they focus a lot on kids education, right? Where the users actually, the parent normally purchase those courses for the kids, and then now they wanted to make sure that the course that they purchase are fully utilized by the kid, and also when taking those classes or when taking those online courses, the kid or the participant actually focus on that content. We also have an active study running currently in Texas where this device being used for tracking epileptic seizure from 200 patients so far. That we have a very, very good biomarker showing that this device can help to detect a certain type of seizure really, really well. Because again, we have those brain signal, eye signal, muscle signal, but we also have the IMU or the motions signal that we can capture in addition to the oxygen and the heart rate content. Of course, this can be helped with a remedy for jet lag and long trips where people have issues with sleep. And this can be an alternative for hospital sleep lab, right? Now, instead, and this was our original motivation. When I started 10 years ago, I thought that there must be a better solution to track people's sleep and where we are. And that's exactly why we designed the device this way. We designed it in a way that it can mimic what's currently polysomnogram in the hospital are being built, meaning it has three main things, right? The brain signal, EEG, the muscle signal, EMG, or the chin tone, if you will. And the third one is the EOG, or the eye motion, or the bipolarization of the eyes. So yeah, so those are the potential applications we thought they would be useful. And of course, there's many others. And the goal here is really for us to think about how this can be applicable to everyday activities of people in a form factor that otherwise not possible. We do not want people to be in the hospital to be monitored or treated or improved, right? We hope that with this platform, we can enable new type of treatment, new type of improvement to help to improve our patients and our users' health. So we're looking for partnerships, and yeah, feel free to scan this barcode, the QR code, and I'm here and happy to chat after the presentation. Thanks so much.
Hi, thank you for the presentation, really interesting. My question is, will this solve my sleep issue? So after wearing it for a period of time, is there the moment when I can put it aside and stop using it, or will I be doomed to use it forever, basically? Or will I be addicted because the sleep is so amazing and I don't want to sleep in a normal way anymore?
Either way are good, but
Not sure about that, but yeah.
So yeah, short answer is it's not addictive. So as I mentioned, there's four main benefits: faster sleep, deeper sleep, wake up refreshed, and also sleep coaching and insight where we improve people's sleep hygiene and sleep behavior. So one of the biggest issue when you have hard time falling asleep is because the fear of not being able to sleep. Once you get into the good habit, once you know that you can fall asleep well and you do not have a problem with sleep, then you can fall asleep, right? So this is really trying to solve both the cognitive issue, the self-reinforcement issue, as well as the sleep hygiene. For example, the app, so it actually comes with the app, right? So the app would make a suggestion based on your habit. Hey, you went to bed too late, or you spend too much time in bed without falling asleep. So it makes a suggestion that, for example, if you lay in bed for more than 45 minutes, it will say, hey, get out of bed, and then come back, right? So those are the potential remedy that it helps, and no, it's not addictive.